Hi, darlings. I'm just I like throwing you guys off once in a while with that intro. Hi, everyone. It's Evexcent Tsukiyomi, your favorite three-tailed Kitsune VTuber. I'm back. We are playing some Nikke today. Resident Evil, the Nikke collab. I actually have never played Resident Evil before. So this is going to be new for me. We're going to do that. We're going to do some GF2. It's going to be great. That's basically all I got. That's the intro. Cheers, yeah. Oh, I got my schedule for next week, too, for work. Not this week, but next week. And they scheduled me for one day again. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. That's funny. But yeah. That's pretty much all I got in terms of intro.
Yes.
I was gonna record some lines this morning, and then construction. I recorded a few, but not a lot. Anyway, let's go! Now for our next report. Am I gonna have to voice all of this? Over the past few days, a series of missing persons cases have been reported across the Ark. The central government has issued an official statement saying that the incidents cannot be classified as serial disappearances. Case number 1. Missing person, Miles Carter. Male, 45, former commander. 183 centimeters, 80 kilograms. Last seen leaving his home around 11 p.m. His daughter filed a report with the ACPU 2 days after his disappearance. Notable information: lost his leg during operation and has a long history of alcohol abuse. Recently began counseling at the urging of his daughter. Those around him say he's been showing improvement and was 2 months into sobriety. Counseling? Which counseling center? Confirmation requested. Meanwhile, the Rapture part discovered at the home of the missing person was said to be debris from a unit destroyed during the recent terrorist attack on the Ark, and the central government has declared that it is unrelated to the current missing persons case. However, some have raised suspicions of a cover-up, fueling ongoing controversy. Case number 4. Missing person, Iris Monroe. She's too detailed to be an NPC. Female, 68, former nurse, 154 centimeters, 53 kilograms. Last seen around 10 a.m. after leaving to attend a gathering with acquaintances. At around 7 p.m. on the same day, her son filed a report with the ACPU. Authorities visited her residence immediately after the report was filed, but it was empty. Preliminary findings at the scene suggest the entire family has gone missing. Case classified as a family disappearance. Notable information, no signs of forced entry. A Rapture part was also found in the basement. A gathering with acquaintances? Unable to verify details. The Rapture part was placed on some kind of altar, but for what purpose? Conspiracy theories suggest that the groundwork is being laid for a second Ark terror attack, fueling widespread anxiety among the general populace. Case number 8. Missing person. Alicia 9. Female, 42. Psychological counselor. 167 centimeters, 55 kilograms. Exact time of disappearance unknown. Reported missing to the ACPU by her last client. Notable information: operated a counseling center. Confirmed to be the same center where Miles Carter underwent counseling. Has a daughter named Ipara. No contact with the daughter as of yet. Might also be missing. Why did the daughter fail to report her mother's disappearance? Click. This is no good. Polly puts the gun down. Polly's eyes shift from the case file from the computer monitor beside her. At the partition leading to the outer rim, a young girl glances around, then slips inside. The face of the girl captured on CCTV was Dipara. It was unmistakably Dipara, as identified in the file for case number 8. This is the only lead we've got. Can't afford to lose this trail now. Right. Can't afford to lose this trail at all. Polly grabs her sidearm. Hope it's nothing serious. She sets off from the police station. Case number 9. Missing person. Polly? Polly went missing? ACPU investigator. went missing during the investigation, confirmed last night, seen headed for Outer Rim. All signs point to her pursuing Dipara alone. Notable information, confirmed to have visited the counseling center operated by Aliciara 9 on the day of her disappearance. The center is currently decommissioned. Entry is not permitted. Recently, a phrase has been reported to be circulating among the staff. Umbrella will pave the way forward for us. Umbrella? You can stand under my umbrella. I hate that song. Oh, spooky. Did that scare ya? You wimp. So spoopy. Okay, let's see what Nikke's are boosted. Do have 8 out. You know how you get the event-specific pulls for the banner? Like, and you can only use those pulls during the event? I used those, and on the first 10 pull, I got 8 up. Like, what? Are you kidding me? You couldn't have, like, I don't know.
Let's go and find teacher.
Roger. Looks like wherever you go.
Made that me have that luck when wishing for people I actually want.
Let's go.
Anyway, it's fine. Right on time. Take a seat. I heard a D-wave was detected. Yes, it was 2 weeks ago. A D-wave triggered by the entity code named Gatekeeper was picked up. 2 weeks ago, you said? Why wasn't I notified? We had to confirm a few things. The D-wave wasn't detected on the surface this time. It came from inside the Ark. What? We're presently picking up D-wave signals from a mansion located in the Outer Rim. If we move too hastily, there's a risk of the D-wave being exposed to external parties. This could reignite tensions with the Outer Rim, especially since the dust has only settled from the last Outer Rim incident. As such, the central government has decided to handle this case with extreme caution. Which brings me to my point. Have you heard of the Torch of Salvation? No. I mean, I've heard it before when I was working a case helping the girl Dipara search for her mother. Aren't they the cult that worships the Raptures? It seems you're well informed. Take a look at this. Anderson hands me a document. The document reads, Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Do not resist with thy feeble human strength. The end is nigh. God, guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. Is this a prayer? Where did... We recovered this near the mansion where the D-wave was detected. It's supposedly a prayer recited at the Torch of Salvation's gatherings. And also, that mansion has been identified as a gathering site for the Torch of Salvation. We shouldn't go charging in head first. Unless we want a complete fiasco on our hands, the most reliable method is to infiltrate their ranks by posing as a believer. That's why we spent the past 2 weeks gathering all available intel on the Torch of Salvation. Intel that will be used to help you infiltrate undercover. What? Your task is simple. Memorize the materials we've compiled. Disguise yourself as a believer of the Torch of Salvation. Then, enter the mansion and investigate the situation regarding the D-Wave. While you're there, resolve any related incidents you encounter. You want me to go undercover? I've heard a lot about your infiltration skills. Word is, you've used that skill to close the book on several major cases. We're counting on you to put those skills to good use once more. Just so you know, the counters won't be accompanying you on this mission. Moving around the Outer Rim with such prominent individuals poses too great of a risk. Instead, we've arranged a separate support group. Return to the commander's room. You'll meet them there. They'll brief you on the remaining mission details. Deputy Chief, are you saying... That'll be all. I have a very important meeting to attend. Well then, I look forward to hearing good news. Spoopy. It's gonna be D. It's gonna be D, I'm guessing Miranda as well, because she's also in this... She's also in the ACP. Actually, Miranda's very prominent. They're either gonna go... Oh, whoa, look at the different icons. Cool. Or they're gonna go full undercover and just do people whose identities are classified.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
He said to meet them in the commander's room, but it's awfully quiet in here. Guess I'll just sit and wait. I sink into the couch and everything Anderson just told me comes flooding back. The D-Wave, the Outer Rim, the Mansion, and the Torch of Salvation. Never thought I'd hear that name again. A memory of something I saw on the surface hits me abruptly. A small altar in the middle of a clearing and a blade of unknown purpose, people lying around as if they're asleep, each of them holding a rapture part in their hands. I realize I've been entrusted with a mission far greater than I anticipated. My mind is racing. Maybe a splash of water would help clear my mind. Someone's in the shower. Drip, drip. Sound of running faucet can be heard from the bathroom. Did I forget to turn off the water? If Rappy finds out, she'll freak out. Huh? My nose burns. I glance at the mirror and see blood flowing. Just like the people I saw near the altar back then. Whoosh. Blood fills the sink. Aren't you being a bit dramatic? I thought you'd be used to this by now. What the... Hey, you okay? The blood that filled the sink has completely vanished. I glance back into the mirror again. D and K are standing behind me. Yeah, I'm fine. So, you're the backup Anderson was talking about, I assume? We'll wait outside. Pull yourself together and come out when you're ready. As missing persons reports continue to pour in, the central government has stated it will take firm action against those who spread false information. After washing my face, I step out and see the news is on. Dee's leaning against the wall with her arms crossed. Kay is sprawled out on the couch. They're watching the news, both with grim expressions. These days, all you hear on TV are stories about people going missing. I was told to get the mission details from you. Read that first. We'll talk after. Dee tosses a stack of documents onto the table, then glances back at the news broadcast. Looks like I won't get a word out of her until I'm finished with the entire pile. At the very top of the stack it reads... Case number 1. Missing person. Miles Carter. Guess I'll take a look. You're a fast reader. Now tell me, what exactly is happening? As the question hangs in the air, my eyes remain fixed on the last page of the document. Case number 9. Missing person. Polly. The central government's trying to keep it hush-hush, but as you've seen, there's a string of disappearances inside the Ark. The missing persons are all of all different ages, genders, and backgrounds. One of them is even a Nikke. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be any obvious link between them. Kay slides a document towards me. Case number 8, missing person, Elysiria 9. Notable information, her daughter named Dipara. According to the central government records, Dipara's mother, Elysiria 9 was involved with a cult called the Torch of Salvation, so I poked around the counseling center she ran. It turns out every single missing person is somehow connected to that case. For example, this guy, Miles Carter. Turns out he was going there for counseling. Iris Monroe used to work there. Not only that, that's enough. You don't have to spell everything out. If you say so. Anyway, here's the bottom line. Every one of the missing is tied to Elysiria 9. Which brings us to the problem. She's part of a cult that worships raptures. So here's where the D-Wave is coming from. The first person to go missing, Miles Carter, vanished 2 weeks ago. Strangely enough, we picked up the D-Wave coming from the Outer Rim 2 weeks ago as well. Right up at the mansion where the Torch of Salvation holds its gatherings. Something about this reeks, wouldn't you agree? So the missing persons cases, the D-Wave and the Torch of Salvation. There's a chance they're all connected? That's right. This mission's a lot more complex than the last. We've got to figure out why the D-Wave is being detected from the mansion. Get to the bottom of how it ties into disappearances. Verify the identities of all the missing. And on top of everything else, rescue them all if possible. Naturally, if we uncover anything else felonious from the Torch of Salvation while we're at it, we'll have to decide whether or not to eliminate them. Simple enough? So the Torch of Salvation's our target this time around. That's what we were told. As usual, you and Dee will handle infiltration. Just pose as a married couple who've been brainwashed by the cult and attend one of their gatherings. And what'll you be doing? I'll go solo again this time. I've got a bad feeling about something, so I want to look into it first. Alright, now that you've been briefed on the mission, plop, start by memorizing what's written there. Dee tosses another stack of documents onto the table, then turns back to the news broadcast. Once again, it seems she won't say another word until I've read through everything. Just from skimming through, it looks like this is the backstory for the couple we're supposed to play. You want me to memorize all this? I'm off to handle some stuff. Let's give this our all. In the name of justice.
I'll cooperate.
Who said that? Is this you?
Uniform is so comforting.
These guys are quite persistent.
Oh, sorry. I just didn't expect it.
Not bad. Looking forward to our next mission together.
They're husband and wife. Both of them come from the quotidian class, and have been living a fairly uneventful life in the Ark. Annette works as a nurse. On the other hand, her husband... Speaking of which, what alias should I use this time? William, I believe you should be able to come up with something on your own. Sorry, go on. Her husband, William, is a researcher at a pharmaceutical company. Despite the couple's busy schedule, they never forget to shower each other with attention. I didn't read the attention, I just read they never forget to shower each other with... And I was like, shower each other? What is... Everyone around them speaks highly of how happy their marriage seems. You're home. You must have had a long day. Yeah, you too. You must have had a long day yourself, darling. Not at all. Oh, what's that, honey? They're, flowers are absolutely beautiful. Ah, right, the flowers. We're such a bad actor. I thought of you on the way home, so I picked them up. Thank you. She loves nothing more than flowers from her husband. That part of the script never seems to change, no matter what role I play. Honey? Nothing. Then one day, calamity befalls the couple. A medical accident occurs at William's pharmaceutical company. All the blame is pinned entirely on poor William. The couple suddenly become buried in debt, and their idyllic lifestyle collapses overnight. Despite this, Annette never blames William. Instead, it's all right. What happened wasn't your fault, honey. It's the world that's gone crazy. Don't worry. The judges will be sent from above to guide everyone toward the end. They begin to blame the world for turning its back on them. Soon, the couple becomes devoted to the Torch of Salvation. With their faith deepened, the couple decide to attend a gathering purportedly being held at a certain mansion. Thus, they quietly head for the Outer Rim. They even bring a bouquet of flowers, hoping to be welcome as initiates into the faith. The residential area near the mansion is eerily quiet. It's rather unsettling. It's like there's no one around at all. Only pages filled with paper script are scattered, or prayer script are scattered about. There's no sign of life anywhere. When Kay and I were digging around, this area was crawling with cultists. So what now, darling? Let's start out by checking the area. Given the situation, I think we can drop the act. Dee and I split up to look around. While there are signs someone was living here recently, the place itself is completely empty. The only thing worth noting is some sort of graffiti has been scrawled all over the walls. Is that an umbrella? Why would someone draw something like that here? Does it mean anything? I stare at the umbrella graffiti for a while, but it offers no answers. I turn my head and see the mansion looming in the distance. From the moment I saw it, the mansion felt like it didn't belong in the outer rim. What's a perfectly intact mansion doing like this in the outer rim, you ask? Beats me. Strange rumors been spreading. Locals warn others not to go near it. Stay far away from the mansion unless you want misfortune to come your way. Maybe that's why it's so intact? This place gives me the creeps. I should head to where Dee is. Pretty sure I saw her heading that way earlier. Dee, you here? Slide. Bang. Sorry. I didn't realize you were changing. I'm slipping into something that'll be easier to move around in. No point in pretending that we're a couple at this point. So, did you see anything? I noticed some strange graffiti drawn all over the place, but other than that, nothing unusual. Nothing out of the ordinary. That makes all this even more suspicious. I hear a door behind me. Dia's changed back into her usual outfit. Doesn't look like there's anything else left to learn here. Let's head to the mansion. With any luck, we might find some sort of lead there. Target located. Keep up your end of the bargain, and I'll do the same. Dang. She wants to murder us. Plot guess, you ready?
You'll have to take it from here.
Cultists are doing cultist-type things. D-Wave happened, ironically, at the same time. They're holding the people basically hostage, saying, we have answers, you have your questions, we know how to get back to your world. But you have to help us. And that's what's been happening. Something like that. The mansion is heavily guarded. There's no way to sneak in. The only way we can get inside without causing a scene is by reciting this prayer to prove we are believers. Memorize it. Memorize all this from top to bottom. And don't even think about complaining. Spent the whole night memorizing everything, just as Dee had told me. Unfortunately, I never got used to what I had memorized. I never got to use. Contrary to what Dee told me previously, getting into the mansion ended up being extremely easy, especially since there wasn't even any security. Much like the residential district, the mansion is deserted. Aside from the ominous creaking of the floorboards under my feet, absolutely nothing else could be heard. Looks like this place is empty too. Kay and I scoped out the mansion's surrounding only 2 days ago. What the heck happened between then and now? Did they catch wind of us snooping around? Hey, Dee. But if that was so... Dee! Seems whatever I'm saying now is not getting through to her. I leave Dee to her thoughts and start surveying the lobby. In the center of the lobby, I step carefully past a shattered chandelier and spot a half-destroyed statue of a goddess. Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure. The moment I approach the creepy statue, I notice a long trail of red stains stretching down the hallway. Dee, you want to see this? The trail of blood leads straight into the dining room. What a mess. You can say that again. The dining room is in complete disarray with rotten food scattered everywhere. Yet, the foul stench lingering in the air was not coming from spoiled food. It was coming from somewhere else instead. I'll go check it out on my own. No, we're going together. The blood trail winds past the dining table, stopping at a shelf in the corner, and at the end of the trail... there's a corpse. The body has been horribly mangled. The blood hasn't even dried yet. It's clear this just happened. What in the world is going on here? Suddenly, clack. I feel something cold press into my back. Lower your weapon. It's best you don't do anything foolish. That is, if you want to keep him alive. Identify yourself. FBI, but I suppose you wouldn't know what that is. Sorry, but who I am is classified. Here's a friendly tip, though. Stop asking questions and get out of here while you can.
Entering combat.
So is she investigating, or is she part of it? That's the question. It kind of seemed like she was investigating and just didn't want other people to get in. But I don't know what that part was about that whole I've held up my end of the bargain type deal. No.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Clack. Click. Miranda, are you alright? Yeah, of course. I was just doing my usual firearms check. At this hour, the workday's over. The ECPU works for our citizens round the clock. How was that? Did it sound cool? Not really. I don't even think that's something you would be saying in this situation. Is that so? Cherish your gun like you would a loved one. What about that? That doesn't quite fit the situation either. Oh, really? Then, darn, this isn't good. I'm officially out of excuses. Hang on. You're not planning on waiting until I'm off duty and then heading to the Outer Rim, are you? The boss already told us, since there's no way HQ is ever going to authorize investigation, we're being told to stand by for now. But you're still investigating, aren't you, Query? Well, Query quickly shuts the file folder she's carrying. The document she was reading is labeled case number 9. I can't sit by and do nothing. I'm sorry, but I have to head out to the Outer Rim to find Polly. But we'd be defying orders. Fine by me. I've gotten used to filling out disciplinary reports. 10 pages. I mean 6 pages. No, 3. I can fill that out in my sleep. I think we'd be in for more than just a disciplinary report. Ooh, even better. Then I won't have to write one at all. No, what I'm saying is, besides, Polly would have done the same for us. Corey turns to the whiteboard placed in the corner of the police station. Her vision is too blurry to make out what's written on it, but the photo of Polly pinned at the center of the board stood out perfectly clear. Alright, I'm off. Miranda. Yeah? I'm coming with you. So what's our first course of action? Why are you asking me? It's just you and me. Who else would I be asking? And no more jumping out of the shadows like last time, okay? It honestly scares me to death when you do. So what you're telling me is you came out here without a plan? Well, this is where Polly's signal was last detected. Why don't we start by searching around the area? Also, is it just me, or does this place feel kind of spooky? There isn't a soul around. Hey, do you see that? There's a mansion over there. Let's check it out. This is the ACPU. We're coming in. Miranda yanks open the front doors and strides confidently through. We really shouldn't be barging in like this, Miranda. As the front door opened, a courtyard came into view. What's that? In Corey's hazy field of vision, 3 fuzzy shapes appear. Polly? Huh? That's not Polly! Run! 3 dogs lunge toward them. Their eyes glow a sinister red as if infected by something. Where did they come from? Ugh. Just as the largest one opens its jaws. Bang! 2 women appear from behind. One of them fires a launcher into the air, causing the dogs to flee into the distance. You okay? Thanks a bunch. But who are you? I should be asking you the same thing. What the hell's this place, and who are you people?
Stay back.
Yeah, chat, turns out there's a D-Wave in real life every few months. The government just keeps it a secret. Hot anime women actually exist in our world.
Not bad. Looking forward to our next mission together.
Crash. Hold the door! We've got to keep them out. Okay. Thud, thud, thud. Damn, another mansion? Am I caught in a nightmare? Ow! Don't worry, I just pinched my cheek and it definitely hurt. That means there's not any nightmare. If you're still not convinced, I can pinch your cheek too. That's so thoughtful, I'm tearing up. You're most welcome. Can we save the banter for later? Ugh. Oh, the violent shaking door finally stops. Phew. I think they're all gone now. I thought the gunfire scared them off, but they brought friends instead. If we'd arrived any later, things could have been a disaster. Yeah, that was too close for comfort. Anyway, now that things have calmed down, let's get some proper introductions going. I'm Claire Redfield. I'm Corey from the ACPU. Thanks for your help. And this here is... I'm Miranda, also with the ACPU. The ACPU? That's right. We're the police safeguarding citizen safety. That's what the ACPU does. So you're both police officers. Then, have you heard of a man named Chris? He's my brother. He works for Raccoon City Police Department. I haven't been able to reach him, so I've been looking for him. That Raccoon City Police Department? I'm not too sure. Have you heard of that, Corey? No, this is my first time hearing about this department. Same goes for this man, Chris. I see. It's a pity. I guess that leaves my introduction. Yeah, and you are? Name's Jill. Jill Valentine. Claire and Jill. Got it. Can I ask how exactly you two ended up here? Well, I realize how crazy this probably sounds, but I'm curious about that myself. I was in a chopper getting evacuated from Raccoon City when everything went blurry. Next thing I knew, I was here. You two? I was trying to escape Raccoon City when everything started going blurry as well. Before I knew it, I saw the two of them getting attacked. I just reached out and sprang into action. What the hell happened to us? Spoopy, spoopy.
My name's Claire.
Oh, Claire's an SR.
And you are?
Interesting. They done did Claire dirty like that. I was trying to see how long until the next... If I pull up this mission thing, it will probably show me. 21 minutes. Yeah, we can finish 5 by that time, right? Right. Oh. Oopsie poopsie. Yeah, there's 24, I believe, because there's a story too. Yeah, that released October 1st, so we're good. So to sum things up, neither of you have heard of the Ark or the Outer Rim, and you've never heard of Nikke's or Rapture's either. Nope. And on our end, we've never heard of this Raccoon City you say you escaped from, and it's the first time we've heard of STARS, the unit Jill belongs to. This is bizarre. It feels like I'm in a dream. A dream, you say? The offer to pinch your cheeks is still open. Thanks, but no thanks. Alright. If you change your mind, just say the word. Sure thing. Actually, there's one thing. If you've never heard of Raccoon City, I'm guessing Umbrella Corporation doesn't ring a bell either. Umbrella? I figured as much. Those dogs you were attacked by seemed to be infected by a virus. That made me think Umbrella might be up to no good here as well. It's impossible to say for certain, but one thing's clear, something's definitely going on. Oh shit, really? So, Corey and Miranda, what brings you here? I doubt a pair of cops would be coming to an old mansion like this just for a social call. Is this related to a case? Well, yep, that's right. We're here to find a colleague of ours who's gone missing. Her name's Polly. A missing colleague? Yeah, she was conducting an investigation and went missing around this area. You both are free to go, but with Polly's disappearances and those dogs from earlier, I'd say it's rather dangerous, so we can escort you somewhere safer. You said Raccoon City, right? I'll check with my boss about this place, so don't you worry. What about you two? We still need to find Polly. You couldn't even handle those dogs earlier. That's because... It's fine. We'll stay and help you look for your friend. Besides, by investigating this mansion, we might find out how we ended up here. There's gotta be a connection somehow. Makes sense to me. This place is dangerous. We should stick together. I appreciate your help. I have no idea how we wound up here, but why don't we kick off the investigation now? First off, It looks like we're in the annex. It says so here on the emergency exit map. Miranda points to the bulletin board on the wall. On the bulletin board, there's an emergency exit map as well as... Looks like this annex was used as a dorm. A dorm schedule. What kind of screwed up rule is that? What do they mean by ignore any child you hear calling for help? A list of dorm rules and regulations, and isn't this... A notice stamped with an umbrella-shaped logo is posted up. Informed consent form for clinical trial. Mansion, not from our world, from their world, also got transported in D-Wave. Source of virus in Resident Evil, also now source of violence. It's in Ark. Boom. Plot discovered.
Target clear.
Reloading.
This uniform is so
These guys are quite persistent.
Not bad. Looking forward to our next mission together.
So are they not voiced? That's so weird.
Commander, can you hear me?
Maybe there's no way it's only in like a different language, right?
Reloading.
This game was only in English.
Enemy down.
Take it from here.
I've got this.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
While I appreciate the free advice, the fact you're telling me to stop asking questions and leave tells me you know something about what's going on here. Who knows? What do you think? I feel a gun barrel press against the back of my neck. Whether you know it or not, I just hope you're on our side. Sure, I'm on your side, as long as you turn around and walk out of this mansion without a fuss. So, what's it gonna be? I stare at the corpse. The upper half has been savagely torn apart. No gun or blade could have caused that, which means something other than this woman was responsible. Something like a savage beast, maybe a wolf, or something. Or something like that Rapture I just saw climbing through the window. Wait, Rapture? Am I the only one who saw that? Don't even think of distracting me with strange comments. Gunfire? This way! Oh. As if on cue, Dee grabs me by the collar, whoosh, and raises her axe to the woman's throat. You okay? Thanks. Neck's a little sore, though. Lower your weapon. Don't do anything foolish. You're pretty good. But are you really bringing an axe to a gun party? Want to see who's faster? Even without the axe blade resting against her throat, the woman remains utterly unperturbed. Instead, she merely flashes a calm and confident smile. It's the same for Dee. Even with a gun pointed at her head, she remains as composed as ever. At this rate... Wait! Hey! My name's Evexcent. I'm here to investigate a missing persons case. I have reason to believe the Torch of Salvation might be involved. A missing persons case? What about it? I don't know why you're here, but we could be after the same thing here. Maybe we can... Glass shatters as something bursts through the window. On one rapture leg is the upper body of a mass-produced Nikke, fused to something. What the hell is that? I've absolutely had it with these interruptions. Follow me. And don't even think about using that gun. Unless you want to use more of those things showing up. The mystery woman disappears into the lobby. It's my best rapture call. D. Let's follow her.
Better stay sharp. These guys are quite persistent.
Just a moment.
Reload.
Gotta reload real quick. This uniform is so comfortable.
Reloading.
Woo! That concludes today's lesson.
Thud, 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 thud. Thud, 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 thud. The sound fades away. We fled from the creature, making it up to the second floor of the mansion. Perhaps the stairs are too narrow, as it doesn't seem able to follow us up here. What is that? Monstrous fusion of rapture and a mass-produced Nikke. Even at a glance, it's clear that the two are forcefully stitched together. The hellish appearance of that thing was nightmare fuel. Suddenly, the woman reaches her hand out to me. Whoosh. What do you think you're doing? Tap. The woman ignores the axe pointed at her and gently brushes my back. I'm simply trying to pat him on the back. See? I don't have my weapon in hand. With a calm smile, she raises both hands slightly. Name's Ada. Got out of Raccoon City, but then everything went blurry. Next thing I know, this mansion appears, so I was investigating. Raccoon City? You haven't given me your name, by the way. D. That's it? Just D? Yes. D puts the axe away. Okay, fair enough. D. Easy to pronounce, I suppose. But honestly, don't you think that your story has holes in it? You say everything went blurry and then this mansion appears before you. What does that even mean? I'm telling you exactly what happened. My vision blurred and this mansion just appeared. So you're saying... How many times do I need to say it? My vision blurred and then... Ada. So... You either have no clear memory of the circumstances that led you to this mansion, or essentially you blacked out and then you found yourself here, almost as if you've been teleported. That's how you feel, right? Both explanations pretty much sum up. How do you know that? I knew it. She's a human from another world, brought here by the D-Wave. I have a few guesses as to what happened to you. I explained to Ada what the D-Wave is in detail. So what you're saying is, something called a D-Wave swept me up and dropped me in another world, and if I want to go back, we need to wake up something called the Gatekeeper. About covers it, yeah. Are you even allowed to share this information with me? What if I'm playing you in order to get intel? You were even quick to reveal your name and intentions. Aren't you being way too kind? Or are you just that naive? What if I'm the enemy? If you'd meant to kill me, you would have done it the moment we met. What if I'm just gathering intel while your guard's down, then planning to kill you after? Dee has my back. She'll figure something out. Figure something out? You must really trust her if you're willing to bet your life like that. You seem awfully calm about all this, don't you think? You've just been teleported to a strange world and saw a nightmarish monster, yet you didn't even flinch. You're not wrong. Let's just say we're both a bit odd, then. At any rate, this clearly isn't the world I know. That is correct. Then, why is there evidence of the Umbrella Corporation here, too? Ada points into the distance, in the space littered with long benches, an altar with a rapture core resting atop it stands at the far end, and, strewn across the altar are sheets of paper marked with the umbrella symbol. Because this place was teleported here, I'm guessing.
Let's go, everyone!
You'll have to take it from here.
Go again!
How heavy your burden has been.
Just a moment. Gotta reload.
I'm glad you're safe. Mission complete.
T-Virus experiment report, top secret. Those are the words written at the top of the paper Ada's holding. Ada's face darkens as she reads through the document. The umbrella symbol on that piece of paper, you seem to recognize it. What's this Umbrella Corporation you mentioned? The T-Virus and the G-Virus. Viruses? They're the names of viruses that spread throughout my world. The same viruses that drove Raccoon City towards utter destruction. What kind of virus could cause something like that? Put simply, they're viruses that can rewrite the genetic structure of living beings. They reduce intelligence and induce aggression. Those infected turn into mere living corpses. On top of that, their physical abilities are greatly enhanced. And Umbrella the Corporation is the one who made these viruses. Yes, Umbrella uses viruses for bioweapon development. Like that creature we saw on the first floor. A creature that seemed to be a fusion between a Rapture and a mass-produced Nikke. Wait, don't tell me. The situation's worse than I thought. Russell, Ada hands me another piece of paper. A short paragraph is scrawled across the top in red ink. He who imbibes the holy elixir of the judge shall shed the flesh of the sinner and be reborn as a greater being. Pain is but a prelude to transformation, and death the echo of new birth. Fear not. Neo-virus development complete. Lead the foolish humans inside the Ark to their end. Just as I thought, viruses was developed here. And now, what happened in Raccoon City is about to happen here as well. Evexcent, I'm reporting this to higher-ups. We have to seal off the outer rim immediately, or else there's chance the virus could spread. And if needed, we'll mobilize the Blaze Out squad. Blaze Out? Think of them like the Ark's epidemic countermeasure squad. Without another word, D moves to the far corner of the room. Who is in the Blaze Out squad? I haven't heard of that before. Ah, we don't actually know who they are. She appears to be attempting to establish radio contact. My head is spinning from all the new information I've been bombarded with. So, now that your girlfriend's out of the earshot, would you mind having a little chat, just the two of us? About what? I'll give you whatever intel you need. But if you find the person who developed the neovirus, hand over custody of them to me. That's all I'm asking for in exchange for my cooperation. You want me to just hand over the developer to you? You don't need to worry. I won't harm them. So, what's your answer? That info better be worth something. I'll take that as a yes. Ada reaches into her coat and pulls out an old, worn notebook. What's that? Some quality reading material you should check out. It's the cult leader's journal. I open it carefully, revealing the following text inside. Death is not the end, death is purification. The purification of this world begins with death. The merciless judge descends. Now some pretty crap information. Just got a psychopath's notebook. Trade request. I receive psychopath's notebook. You receive a human being. Fair trade.
You'll have to take it from here.
I'd rate him 5 stars on Facebook Marketplace for that trade.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Informed consent form for clinical trial. 1. Goal. Identify those who are worthy of salvation on the day of judgment. 2. Procedure. Participants shall receive the holy elixir of the judge through a purification ritual. The ritual spans 7 days and cannot be halted or abandoned midway. During this period, bodily reactions and transformations will be observed to determine the subject's eligibility for salvation. 3. Possible phenomena and side effects: high fever, vomiting, dizziness, visual and auditory hallucinations, temporary or permanent bodily mutations. All phenomena are deemed divine trials and cannot be defied by mortal intervention. I hereby acknowledge that I've clearly understood the information stated above and give my voluntary consent to participate in this trial. I humbly accept all outcomes arising during the process as the will of the divine. Signed by Miranda? Huh? What date is it today? Forget the date. The real question is, why are you signing that? Oh, because the signature was left blank. About that, right, I forgot. Miranda often forgets to sign her patrol log, so Polly hammered it in her head to sign her name if the signature field is blank. Yup, Polly taught me that. Hold on, Polly? There's no time for this. We've got to find Polly. Resuming investigation. Miranda rushes to despite how she is, I can assure you that she's very capable. Should we head in as well? Hold on a second. There's something I need to check. Jill, look at this symbol. It's umbrella, isn't it? First that infected dog attack, now this. Not to mention the contents of this consent form. It seems like... Yeah. Seems to me Umbrella's behind this somehow. If it's something that results in physical mutations, then this holy elixir of the judge might be another virus developed by them. So I'm guessing, I'm taking off my sweatshirt by the way, I'm guessing the ACPU don't know about the D-Wave? I would think they would know about the D-Wave, but I guess they don't. I really thought they would have, but again, guess they don't. Actually, they also just might not been informed there was a D-Wave event. So Umbrella even has the filthy tendrils in this place. Sorry to interrupt, but you keep mentioning this Umbrella Corporation. Would you mind explaining exactly what that is? If there's any chance it's connected to Polly's disappearance, I should know about it. Umbrella presents itself as a pharmaceutical company, but in reality, they repeatedly carry out illegal human experiments. They developed a virus that alters the human body and induces madness. What was that? I think it came from deep inside the annex. I'll check it out. I'll inform you if something comes up. Query, you and Claire stay here. We just gotta wait 2 minutes, and then I think we get 5 more tickets. Tickets, please! Tickets, please! Yeah, let's do our dailies. Can maximize this efficiency time. No, I can't do my dailies because it's not the new day. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. How are we doing today, chat? Oh, we can do the minigame, though. I kind of want to do that later. I've heard it's really good, though. Like, it's really fun. Mm-mm-mm. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 13 seconds. 11 seconds. 9 seconds. 7 seconds. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. 24 hours.
with enemy. Commander, stay behind me.
Yes, Madame Rappi.
How heavy your burden has been.
These guys are quite persistent.
I'm glad you're safe. Mission complete.
In the deep recesses of the annex is a storeroom. It's cluttered with miscellaneous junk, and in each corner, a statue's been oddly placed. Meanwhile... middle of the room, Miranda lies half buried beneath a pile of books. It appears to have been a botched attempt to reach a book on the top shelf. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What happened? There was something tucked in this book, so I tried pulling it out and ended up falling over. I guess this is what I was trying to get. Miranda hands Jill a worn-out note. The note reads, "The prophet greets the judge. The merciless judge punishes the sinner. The sinner kneels beneath the false goddess, and the false goddess stares down the prophet in silence. The deceitful gaze invites ruin. Only the true gaze shall open the path." It's like some kind of riddle. Where did you say you found this? Hold on. You see that, Jill? There's a lever beneath the statue. I'm gonna pull it. Wait, it could be a trap. Miranda pulls the lever beneath the statue of the goddess of victory toward the left. Clunk. The statue turns and faces the statue to its left. Whoa! The statue moved! This lever must control the statues. Hold on a minute. Statue of the goddess of victory. A statue of a hooded disciple. A statue of a menacing rapture. A statue of an ordinary man and woman. Each statue has a lever. All of these statues can be rotated. Maybe the direction the statues are facing is connected to this riddle you found. Plonk. Miranda, don't touch anything. We haven't figured out the puzzle yet. It didn't move an inch. It moved on its own. I meant the ceiling. The ceiling? The ceiling begins to cave in. The deceitful gaze invites ruin. The statue of the goddess faces the statue of the ordinary man and woman. Did we trigger a trap by turning a statue the wrong way? Miranda, quick, pull the lever the other way. Turn it to face the disciple statue. Got it. Miranda pulls the lever of the statue of the goddess of victory to the right. Clunk. The goddess statue rotates to face the statue on its right. As the goddess looks up upon the disciple statue, the ceiling halts its descent. We almost ended up sandwiches. Very funny. That lever you pulled last minute made the ceiling stop. Does that mean this is the true gaze? Then the disciple statue must represent the prophet. The goddess statue could represent the false goddess. That leaves the judge and the sinner. Typically, sin is represented by humans. What should we do now, Jill? The prophet greets the judge. Miranda, flip the lever in front of the disciple statue and make it face the statue with the four-legged machine. Then... Miranda manipulates the levers according to Jill's instructions. Thus, the statue of the disciple faces the statue of the rapture, the statue of the rapture faces the statue of the man and woman, and the statue of the man and woman face the goddess statue. And the goddess statue, in turn, faces the disciple statue. Is it done? Yeah, for now. Still not entirely sure if this is the true gaze. Oh man, last thing I want to get squashed by the ceiling and turned into a sandwich. You and me both. Click. Did you hear that? I'm pretty sure it came from near the bookshelf. The bookshelf begins to slowly slide to the side. Soon, a hidden passage is revealed beneath it. Slide to the left. Take it back now, y'all.
Not bad. Looking forward to our next mission together.
At the end of the secret passage, a tense and alert Miranda and Jill come upon a laboratory. Unlike the mansion's decrepit exterior, the lab is equipped with a surprisingly modern equipment. However... Oh my... The corpses strewn throughout make it clear that the research being conducted here was far from ordinary. All these bodies! Shattered, oversized incubation tubes fill the room, from which various corpses with unnaturally developed muscles protrude. All the bodies are completely torn to shreds. Jill averts her eyes from the horrifying sight. In an area lined with multiple computer terminals, documents bearing Umbrella's corporation's logo are scattered everywhere. Damn it. Even here. Miranda, we've got a survivor! Lead us. What did you say? Jill brought her ear closer to the researcher, collapsed on the ground. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Do not resist with thy feeble human strength. The end is nigh. God, guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. The end. These foolish mortals. Distortion of all things sacred. Throwing the world into turmoil. End is nigh. Do not resist. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Do not resist. God, guide us. Our reckoning. The researcher collapses, blood gushing from his mouth. A gaping hole has been torn through the center of his torso. It's as if something had forced its way out from within. Terminator? So that's how things unfolded in Raccoon City. All because of a virus. An entire city was wiped. Family, friends, loved ones all gone. Vanished. Anyway, we can't let the same thing happen here. We need to investigate this area, leave no stone unturned. I'm also worried about your colleague who went missing. It seems Miranda and Jill went all the way inside. Why don't we start our search there? Okay, let's do that. After that, click. Claire and Corey begin checking on the nearby rooms one by one. The pair discovers, when they arrive at the third room, is this? Under the bed lies a weathered notebook. When Claire picks it up, a single photograph falls out. It seems to be a photo of a mother and daughter. They seem to have had a close relationship. Having trouble seeing it. Want to take a closer look? Claire holds the photo closer to Corey. The faded faces of mother and daughter begin to come in focus. It's going to be that girl from the mother that went missing. It's a Lyceria 9 and Dipara from Case 8. Dipara? To be continued. Oh no, we're going to have to wait. It's a cliffhanger. I'm just kidding. Perilous Siege Safe House. I knew something fell off. Mission Code 7-1 declassified. The Ark and a proposal for humanity's salvation. With the Insularity Society of the Ark, the activities of Perilous Siege proved remarkably effective. All traces of evil within the Ark were soon eradicated. However, evil is the darker side of the coin which must exist for justice to persist. Therefore, a proposal to maintain justice and oversee Perilous Siege has been drafted. The following is the tentative proposal. 2. Formation of pro-Rapture radical group. Oh, so it was planned. The central government knew about it. The central government knew. They were like, okay, well, if we don't have opposition, opposition will eventually develop, because that's just how opinions work. They're like, if there's no opposite view to, like, killing raptures, one will develop and we can't control that. However, if we are the control group, then we can control it. Public awareness of raptures continues to decline. So what Crow did is exactly what they were intending to. They probably knew about it. So he had a hand in this too? X. Probably also a hand in what we're doing right now. Spoopy. Whoa. That's cool.
Looks like
Wherever you go, I'll always be with you.
Let's go.
Teacher.
Roger.
Looks like wherever you go, I'll always be with you. Let's go.
Human life falls... Stay hydrated, chat, by the way. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless as judges descend from the skies. Do not resist with thy feeble human strength. The end is nigh. God, guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. It's that prayer again. Life was ordinary. The lazy days I spent with Mom and Dad. I can still remember them perfectly. Gathering at the dinner table every evening to talk about our day. All of us lounging around, cozily watching TV. The quiet little conversations we'd have before falling asleep. Aww. Dad, I'm back. Have you had dinner? I haven't had mine yet. Mind if I eat here? I packed some food. Nothing special happened today. I got off school, ran a quick errand. Came straight here after. Mom's doing the same as always. Guess work's been keeping her busy. She said she'd be back again late tonight. Shall we watch some TV? And now, our next news story. A string of disappearances has recently taken place within the Ark. This has prompted a growing movement among citizens criticizing the central government's handling of the situation. Pretty unsettling, huh? That's all the news has been reporting lately. With all the disappearance happening, there have been all kinds of rumors swirling about. Some say people are being abducted and used as test subjects for biological experiments, or that they were corrupted Nikkes running around wreaking havoc. Don't you think both scenarios sound kind of ridiculous? The first one's probably right. See, you think it's nonsense too, right? I mean, it does sound odd. How could anyone be carrying out biological experiments in a place as safe as the Ark? It's because it's not technically in the Ark. And if a Nikke really had gone rogue, surely she would have been caught and been on the news by now. Don't you think I'm right? Please say I'm right. Please. Say something. Don't just lie there. Dad. Ever since you got hurt on the surface, Mom's been acting weird. At first she started mumbling weird things, scribbling strange red eyes all over the walls. Okay, that is very strange. Now she barely comes home. All she ever does is work at the center. I have no idea if she's eating or if she's getting any sleep. I don't know anything anymore. Compared to the old days, everything's different now. Everything. I'm sorry. I know I promised I wouldn't complain in front of you. But tomorrow, I'm gonna visit the center where Mom works. I'm worried about her. Maybe I should bring her something to eat. Things can't go on like this. Anyway, sweet dreams. I'll drop by again. So that was when she went disappearing. So anyone who goes to that center goes disappearing. Counseling hours weekdays 9 to 20. Weekends closed. Huh? Has she always had weekends off? Then why did she come into work today? Knock knock. Mom? Knock knock. I'm coming in, okay? Creak. No one's here. I guess I'll just leave the lunchbox. And guide foolish mortals. What's that sound? Sound appears to be coming from behind the bookshelf. One of the bookshelves is slightly out of place, leaving a narrow gap. Throughout the gap, a stairway stretches far down, leading underground. Mom? Are you in there? Judges, descend the skies. Do not resist human strength. In front of an altar where a rapture statue is enshrined, a group of people are fervently murmuring a prayer, and... Mom? In the middle of it all was Daipara's mother. Plot twist. Nuts twisted. Boom. Didn't expect that one, did ya? Did ya? Poor Daipara. It's very sad to see when parents of kids do stupid things. Selfish things.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
That day I tore through Mom's room in a panic. Every wall was covered from top to bottom in the eyes, all of them staring at the same spot. A spot where I uncovered a rapture core, along with some records about the Torch of Salvation. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges' raptures descend from the skies. The end is nigh. Fear not, stand before the judge and reveal yourself. The surface is the altar of God. Death is the path to salvation. Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be rekindled. As I began to realize what Mom had gotten herself into, I finally understood what those red eyes at home were meant to represent. A chill ran down my spine. Even then, I couldn't turn to anyone for help. Revealing anything about the Torch of Salvation could result in Mom being captured and punished. I'm back. I don't think I can stomach anything today, so I came empty-handed. I hope that's okay. Oh, did you see the news? They said they found rapture parts in the home of one of the missing families. So freaky, rapture parts, of all things. You know, people keep going missing. People who I used to see at the counseling center, I mean. Dad, I'm scared. If this keeps up, Mom might disappear too. What if I'm left all alone? I'm sorry. I'm being weak again. For the time being, I don't think I can come here. I think I have to be away for a bit. I'm worried about Mom. I can't just sit by and do nothing. Please pray that everything will turn out okay. I'll be back. Next time, I'll come with Mom. I promise. I don't think I'll be able to keep that promise, Dad. The cult leader who started the Torch of Salvation turned out to be Mom. I didn't catch all the details, but they said they intend on using a virus to purify the Ark. They said death is the path to salvation. Don't worry. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll find a way to atone for what my mom has done. That was the final entry in Daipara's journal. Damn. You said your colleague followed Daipara all the way here, right? Then we've got to find them. Both Daipara and your colleague, and everyone else who's gone missing. For a few moments, Corey stares at the journal Claire's been reading aloud from, then finally speaks up. Yes, absolutely. After that, we need to make sure they'll never be able to do this again. I'm sick of watching viruses rob people of what's precious to them. Do you think we really can handle this on our own? Come on, Corey. I believe in you. Are you saying you don't have faith in me? What? No, I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Let's give it a try. It's also my duty as a police officer. Yeah, that's the spirit. I like that confidence. Anyway, I'm starting to get worried. We haven't heard a peep from Jill since she went after Miranda. I don't think there's anything else to investigate here, so let's head over now.
Time to show what a female student is capable of.
System not reloading.
Bang 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 bang.
That concludes today's lesson.
Inside a secret room hidden deep within the annex, Jill and Miranda stand frozen in lab, their eyes fixed on a monitor. Are you two okay? Why are you just standing there like that? Huh? It's hard to explain, but is it just me or does this little room look kind of red? Claire? Probably better if you don't look. Why? Just trust me. Claire averts her eyes from the corpses and turns to the monitor. An experiment log recorded by a researcher is displayed on the screen. Holy Elixir of the Judge 6 trial results, engineered using the same methodology employed in developing ultimate